Hi there, ho there, it's me, Mr. Giancarlo with What's Up with Giancarlo. So we've got topic 3, lesson 6 today. We're going over solve simple interest problems. I can apply percent reasoning to solve simple interest problems. The state standard is MA.7.AR.3.1. Apply previous understanding of percentages and ratios to solve multi-step real-world percent problems. Cool. Let's move on. Example 1. Find simple interest. Victoria opens a savings account with a deposit of $300. She will earn 1.6% simple interest each year on her money. How much interest will she earn over 5 years, assuming she does not add or take out any money? Well, to solve this, we use the formula I equals PRT, okay? Where I stands for interest or total interest, P stands for principal, R stands for rate, and T stands for time, okay? So all of these letters stand for specific numbers in the problem. So interest that is applied to the initial amount only, it's called simple interest. The initial amount is called the principal. So the principal is the money that you put in the beginning of it. The rate is the percentage that you're getting over time. And then the time is how long it lasts. And then the total interest or the interest is the amount of money you make. Okay? So let's set this up. Victoria opens a savings account with a deposit of $300. So that means the principal, P, equals $300. She will earn 1.6%. So the percentage is the rate as a decimal. So the rate is the percent as a decimal. So we have 1.6%. To change that to a decimal, we move the decimal over to the left twice. Okay? So it will now become 0.016. That is my rate. R equals 0.016. Now, let's look at the time. T equals how much interest will she earn over 5 years? So T equals 5. So let's set up that formula. I equals PRT. Oh, no. Bad looking R. PRT. So we know I is still the same because we don't know what it is yet. But we know principal is 300. So we write down our 300. Then parentheses. The R is 0.016. That kind of looks like an E. Let me just fix that. So 0.016 and then times 5. All of these are multiplying by each other, okay? They are all connected. There's no signs. That means multiplication. So we will get I equals again. And I'm not going to multiply all of them at the same time. I'm going to go step by step. So I will multiply 300 times 0.016 and get 4.8. Then I will multiply times 5. And I will end up with I equaling 24. So after 5 years of leaving the money alone, Victoria will make $24 if she just leaves the $300 in there with a 1.6% simple interest rate. Okay? Go ahead and pause it if you need to write everything down. But from here on, we are moving out. So we've got example 2. Find the percent of interest. Maya's older sister got a loan to buy a used car for $3,400. What is the interest rate on the loan? Let's look at the poster. We lend it. Borrow $3,400 for this car today and pay only $8.50 interest every month. Oh my God. So the formula for this is TI equals LR. So L equals the loan, R equals the rate, and TI stands for total interest. So let's write down what we have, okay? So we don't know the TI yet, but we're gonna solve for that. We know the loan, the L, is $3,400. She got a loan for a used car for $3,400, so $3,400. And we are looking for the R. So looking for the R, we will solve for the R and that's it. So let's find the TI, the total interest. So if it's $8.50 every single month, if we're looking for a year, we would do 8.50 times 12 because that's 12 months in a year. So we would do 8.50 times 12, and that is 102. So we would figure out that our TI, or total interest, is 102. So let's write that out. TI equals LR. TI is 102 equals L is 3,400. And we do not know what R is, so we just leave it as R. Okay? In the past, you should have learned what a letter is in math, what it stands for. Right now, this is standing for a variable. Okay? It is an unknown number. We are solving for it. Okay? And since we are solving for R, we have to get everything away from it. It needs to be all alone. So to do that, to get rid of any number by it, we do the opposite of what it's showing. So right now, 3,400 is multiplying by R. So to get rid of 3,400, I have to do the opposite, which is dividing. So I would do 3,400R divided by 3,400. So 3,400 divided by 3,400 would leave me with 1, and that would be 1R. We don't need to put the 1 because it's there. It's just hidden, okay? It's imaginary right now, but there is a 1 there. So whatever we do to one side, we have to keep it equal by doing it to the other side. So 102 divided by 3,400 gets me 0.03 or 3%, which is what they're looking for. All right? Oh no, crazy. That was crazy. So go ahead and pause it. Write all this down if you need to. All right? But like I said before, moving on out. Example 3. Find the principal. Jake opened a savings account that earns 1.5% interest. Jake estimates that, assuming he neither adds to nor withdraws from his account, he will earn $240 in interest after 10 years. How much did Jake deposit when he opened the account? Okay, so we just read the problem. Let's write down what we have. We've got I. That is 240 in interest. So 240 equals I. Do we know what P is? No, that is what we're solving. How much did Jake deposit when he opened the account? That's the principal that he put in. What is the R, the rate? Well, it's 1.5%. So if I had 1.5, making it a decimal, I'd move it over twice. So the decimal is now here, 0 there, 0. So my rate is 0.015. And then the T for time is after 10 years. So it would be 10. So let's plug everything in. to the formula I equals PRT. So we have 240 for I equals P parentheses 0.015 for the R, and then 10 for the T. What I can do here is multiply the 0.015 times the 10. So we rewrite everything else equals P. And then when we multiply these, we get 0.15. Okay? So now we need to get P all by itself because P is a variable. So we need to, and we're solving for it. So we need to get P all alone. We're multiplying, therefore we would divide. So what are we dividing by? The number that's there, 0.15. And we do it at both sides to keep it equal. So now P equals, when you work this out, you will get 1,600. So Jake put in $1,600 in the very beginning to earn $240 in interest after 10 years. All right, here's example 1. Try it. You can work it out if you'd like to. Ask in the comments what the answers are. Pause. Here's example 2. Feel free to do the same thing. And example 3. Feel free to do the same thing. All right? So here's the key concept that can help out. That's the video. Glad you guys tuned in. And remember, if you're watching the video, you're a part of the class. See you next lesson, everybody.